So let's talk about a big one, discipline. You know, if you've ever beaten yourself up for not sticking to a goal or felt kind of lazy, you need to hear this. We're about to dive into a totally different, science-backed way of thinking that says the problem isn't you, it's your entire approach.
We've all been there, right? You skip a workout, put off a big project, and that little voice in your head immediately asks this. We treat it like it's some kind of personal, moral failing. But what if that's just completely wrong?
Exactly. The struggle you're feeling, that's not a willpower problem. It's a fundamental conflict between your brain's ancient programming and the world we live in today. It's a design problem, and the best part, you can be the designer.
So here's the game plan. We're going to completely dismantle the old myths about discipline. We'll start by exposing what I call the willpower delusion, and then we'll meet the lazy hunter-gatherer that's living inside all of our heads. After that, we get to the good stuff, the solutions. How to architect your environment, take procrastination apart piece by piece, and ultimately build a brand new identity.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about why our default strategy for discipline, just gritting our teeth and trying harder, is basically set up to fail from the very beginning.
And honestly, this idea should feel like a huge weight off your shoulders. Your brain didn't evolve for quarterly reports or learning a new language. It evolved for one thing, keeping you alive right now. So when you try to force yourself to do something hard and unpleasant, you're not just fighting a bad mood. You're literally fighting your own biology.
And this quote right here just nails it. This is the big shift in thinking we need to make. The most disciplined people on the planet, they're not superhuman. They're just smarter architects. They design their lives so that the right behavior is the easiest behavior. They don't fight their brain, they work with it.
So, let's get into the why. Why is our brain wired this way? It's time to meet the ancient operating system that's still running the show up there. For basically all of human history, these were the golden rules for survival, right? Conserve energy, because you might need it to run from a predator. Seek quick rewards, like food, because that keeps you alive today. Avoiding effort was just smart. Your brain doesn't want you to go to the gym. It wants you to scroll on your phone because the reward is faster and easier. This isn't a bug. It's the original software.
And here it is, the mismatch in a nutshell. Our brain's goals and modern life's goals are pulling in completely opposite directions. It's like we're running ancient survival software on a brand new, super complex computer. And as long as these two are fighting, you're just going to feel drained and frustrated.
Now, this is a super important concept. Your brain isn't really a rational machine. It's an efficiency machine. Before you even have a chance to think about a choice, your brain has already scanned the options and is pulling you toward the easiest one, the one that takes the least amount of energy. That's cognitive ease. The battle is often over before you even knew it started.
So if we can't win by using brute force, how do we win? Simple. We change the battlefield. It's time to stop being a victim of your impulses and start being an engineer of your own behavior. And you do that by designing an environment that does the hard work for you.
Just think about it. Relying on self-control is like trying to stay dry in a hurricane without an umbrella. I mean, it might work for a second, but eventually, you are going to get soaked. If your environment is constantly tempting you to do the wrong thing, your willpower doesn't stand a chance.
This is all about making good habits the path of least resistance. These aren't about being more motivated, they're about being smarter. You're basically setting a trap for your future self, but a good trap. You're making the right decision, the easiest, most obvious decision.
Designing your environment is a game changer, for sure. But that's just the beginning. Now let's look at a framework that breaks down exactly how to build any new habit you want from scratch, or dismantle a bad one.
To do that, we have to look at procrastination differently. We're going to break down why we do it and introduce 4 simple, powerful laws that can help you engineer any behavior you want.
I really want you to let this sink in. When you procrastinate, it is not you being lazy. It's a signal. It's like the check engine light on your car. It's your brain telling you, hey, this task you're trying to do, it's too hard, it's not attractive, and there's no immediate reward. It's a signal to fix the system, not to blame yourself.
And here they are, the 4 laws, straight from James Clear's work. To build a good habit, you just have to follow this recipe. Make it obvious, so you can't miss the cue. Make it attractive, so you actually want to do it. Make it easy, so there's zero friction. And make it satisfying, so your brain gets a little reward and says, hey, let's do that again.
Okay, let's make this super practical. Look at how this transforms a task like studying.
On the left, it's a high-friction nightmare. The books are hidden away, it feels like a chore, and the goal of an entire hour is just way too intimidating. But look what happens when we apply the laws. Now it's obvious. The books are sitting right there on the desk. It's attractive. You get to listen to your favorite music while you do it. It's easy. Your goal isn't an hour, it's just 5 minutes to start. And it's satisfying. You get to check a box or mark your progress. See, you're not trying harder, you're designing smarter.
All right, now for the final and maybe the most profound piece of this whole puzzle. This is where we connect all these small, systematic changes to a deep, real, lasting transformation in who you actually are.
This quote, man, it is so powerful because it is so true. Your future isn't defined by your big dreams or your New Year's resolutions. It's defined by your daily, automated habits, the things you do without even thinking. Your systems determine your results. Period.
So here's how it all connects. First, by designing your environment and applying those 4 laws, you create reliable systems that work. Those systems are what turn actions that used to require tons of effort into easy routines that basically run on autopilot.
And then the magic happens. Once those habits are running automatically, they start sending little signals back to your brain about the kind of person you are. The system creates the habit, and the habit starts to actually change what you believe about yourself.
This is the ultimate takeaway. Real, lasting change isn't about one massive, heroic effort. It's about casting tiny votes every single day. Every time you lay out your gym clothes, you're casting a vote for, I'm a healthy person. Every time you pick up a book instead of your phone, you cast a vote for, I'm a reader. You're not just doing things anymore. You are literally becoming someone new.
So that's the thought I really want to leave you with. Stop trying so hard to be disciplined and just start focusing on the small votes you can cast today. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's just to cast one more vote in the right direction than you did yesterday. So what are you voting for?